Hey guys, Haywood here with a epic to the edge battle against Blakdragon from the Reggie League. And no, I am not talking about a dragon version of John. I'm actually talking about Matthew, my good pal Matthew. We just decided to have a random battle, so here it is. So I just threw together a random team, and he happens to lead with the Smurgle, so I wasn't too happy about that. So I just decided to attack it, and he ended up throwing a choice item on me. So I obviously had to switch after he brought in that Magnezone. I brought in my Trace Gardevoir, but this is different than the one I used in my last video. This one's a screener and helps support my team. So I guess this one, his Magnezone wants to set up rain and run thunder all over me, but it's not gonna work because I get to set up screens and I'm actually trained to take these kind of hits. So I trap his Magnezone. He can't do too much. He paralyzes me, but I continue to set up. There's not much he can do except eventually KO me because I'm not going to get out of this until I set up. I finally get up my Trick Room, but this is where the ending begins. The rain continues to fall. Oh, look at that, paralyzed. I wonder why, Andy, huh? I wonder why. Maybe because I was paralyzed? Parahacks at that? Oh, what happened again? Thanks, Andy. Another Parahacks. It allows him to set up his rain. Can't do anything because I get Andied right here. Double Andied because it happened 2 turns in a row. Finally able to bond him, but he obviously knew that was my 4th move. So I go again, and I think he KOs me this move with Hidden Power because he wanted to outlast the Trick Room, and I think it's going to end after this KO by both. And he goes down, and I'm going to go down. Yeah, and the dimensions return to normal. But he still got his rain, so it pretty much favors him because my screens will run out in a couple turns. So he goes to my Mints, I go to my Blastoise. I get intimidated, which actually hurts this Blastoise, but he decides to switch, and I was going to obviously switch. He goes to his Azumarill spelled backwards. I go to my Luxray, who intimidates. And I'm just going to Spark because I don't predict, apparently. He apparently stays in because he thought I wasn't going to Spark. I don't know what he was thinking. But wait, I Andy him this turn, so he gets paralyzed. Oops, can't fight that turn either. You know who you need to blame, Matt. You need to blame Andy, I know. He just keeps cursing us all. And then right here I John Azumarill, and when I John somebody, I mean finish off somebody with a dark type move. So I John that Azumarill. So here he brings back Salamence, I get intimidated. Then he goes for the Earthquake. And I was thinking I was going to get KO'd by this Earthquake, but surprisingly I take it. And here's where more ending commences. I Ice Fang him, and wouldn't you know it, he gets frozen. Yes, he gets frozen by my Ice Fang. I thought that was a Lone Berry for a second. Turns out it's a Citrus for some reason. So I'm going to try to set up on this frozen Mance with my Gravity Wigglytuff, but she's obviously going to switch as well. Unfortunately, it's a Smurgle, so you know I don't want my Wigglytuff to go to sleep, so I'm just going to send in my what's left of my Luxray because it's fodder now, and he just puts it to sleep. Don't know what I'm going to do next. I switch. Apparently I go to Blastoise because I remember because he has priority move, but he carries Transform. Now here's where I made a really dumb move, because if he was going to attack me, and since he got my Life Orb earlier, I should have just set up a sub, but that shit happens, I guess. So here he goes to his Torterra. For some reason doesn't have a 14 after it, and I'm going to go to my Blossom because nothing he can do to my Blossom. And I'm going to start setting up my Swords Dance here. And I guess he thinks I'm going to switch, I don't know, so he sets up Light Screen. And then here is where I get Andy some more. I use Sleep Powder, predicting the switch, Didn't know this thing was coming out, and once you have it, it missed. Didn't like that sleep pattern missing. So I switch again, go to fodder, because I'm thinking this is a physical Rapidash, like most of them, but apparently, I don't know if it's purely special or mixed, but he hits me with special attack, and there goes my Luxray. So I go back to Blastoise, which should force a switch, but I guess doesn't. This is where more ending goes on, because I take the Fire Blast. Hey, no problem. Oops, I get burnt. Really hurts this. I mean, it ruins Blastoise completely. Not much he can do anymore. So he uses hidden power now. I believe it's electric or grass. I don't know, I forget. Yeah, it's super effective. So it was one of those two. I yawn because that's what I do. My Blastoise is boring, so he puts him to sleep. But of course I took that Hack's Burn, so I have to switch something more reliable, and apparently he stays in using more hidden power, and it's not going to do too much to me, except that it was a critical, which I complete oversight by me. And of course I didn't know he was going to have a lump, so it's even more fucked up shit going on. So he gets to set up Sunny Day. I don't want to set up Gravity because I was afraid that he was gonna use Hypnosis or attack me right off the top. Alright, we're going for the thing. Missed right there. He hits me with the boosted Fire Blast, and I'm thinking I can take at least one. And I barely do, and I do manage to get off the thing. Fortunately for me. But it is 55% accuracy, so I should hit 1 out of 2, right? But he has that stupid sunlight up. So, he, of course, is going to withdraw. He goes to his Torterra. I set up. And here I was thinking that I'd outrun him and get off my Blizzard, because that's how I run this Gravity Wigglytuff. But he was faster, so it totally fucked me over. And there goes my Wigglytuff. But I got Gravity up, which isn't that big a deal. I don't think I carry anybody else on my team that uses it. Bring this thing out, it should force a switch, and it does. But for some reason he goes to Salamence, because I wasn't going to use the Ice move. I don't know what was behind that. So he brings it in. That makes sense, I guess. He's frozen and he's not going to do anything else anyways. I'm sure he goes to, Rapidash. But he went to sleep off the thing, I forgot. Do 1 piece of damage, still sleep. I believe I switch here, yeah. Go to, Blastoise to get a little bit more damage before the burn fucks me over. Because I can't sub-punch anymore. The burn fucks up the ability to fucking sub, man. The punches don't do shit. I might as well just run Aqua Jet all the way. And that's pretty much what I do up until I'm KO'd. So I get burnt, he switches, goes back to his Torterra, got an Aqua Jet. Barely hanging in there. I Focus Punch because I think he's going to screen, and he does. And I get off the Focus Punch, which does nothing because of the fucking burn. I might as well just go Aqua Jet rest of the way. It just doesn't do anything. The burn really fucked this guy up this match. He finished me off with an Earthquake, so that's it for my Blastoise. And so obviously I'm going to go to my Blossom this turn. Try and set up again my Swords Dance, but this time his Rapidash is asleep, so I don't fear it too much. Swords Dance. I get my lefties. And I carry Drain Punch just because it's a useful physical attack that this damn thing happens to carry. So I use that, and that's it for Rapidash. It's pretty much a good game at this point, because Torterra can do absolutely zero, and he fled